Hey, it's Carmina, and I'm here to tell you a story today. It's called The Teller of Life. It's a story about making your dreams come true. Now, in case we haven't met yet, my name is Carmina Mevs. I'm a clinical weight loss practitioner, and I help women create a body they love living in so that they can live a life they truly love. So, now this story is a story that I've learned from my mentor, Mary Morrissey. And here's how the story goes. So, a middle aged man walks into a bank. He approaches a teller and he asks very politely, "Will you cash this check for me?" The teller looks at the check and it's like, "Yeah, sure, I can cash the check. Just put your name on the back and give it to me, and I'll give you the money." And the man kind of looks at him puzzled and he's like, wait a minute. I don't want to put my name on the back of the check and hand you my check because you'll be holding my check with my name on it and you might decide not to give me the money after all. And the teller is like, "Well, sir, no. How it works is that you have to put your name on the back of the check before I can give you the money. That's a banking policy. That's not my policy." And then it's like, "Well, I understand that, but I want you to understand how I feel. It makes me feel very nervous to think that you will be holding my check and you might decide not to give me the money." And then the teller is like, "Sir, I will give you the money, but you have to go along with the banking policy. That's just the way it is. That's the way it works." So the man argues with the teller back and forth. They go, and then finally, the frustrated teller tells him, "You know what? I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be able to help you. Like you need to leave now." Right? So the man is very angry, and obviously he leaves and he walks into another bank. And then he goes through the same routine, aggravating another teller. And yet again, he is asked to leave. He's refused service, right? Because this is not how it works. So he goes into a third bank. Again, he refuses to sign his name on the check before receiving his money from the teller. Again, the man behind the desk, he's trying to explain to him. It was a young teller, so he had a little bit more patience, but his patience reached its limit and he got frustrated and he reached the end of his rope and he grabbed under his desk a rubber baseball bat and he whacked the man on the head and he just commended him like, "Sign the darn check." The man is just like stunned. He looks at the teller, looks at the check. He picks up the pen. He signs the back of the check. He gives it to the teller, and very politely, the teller hands him his money. So now the man has his money in hand. He goes back to the first bank. He walks to that first teller and he says, "Look, down the street, I got my money." And the teller is like, "Yeah, but I bet even down the street, you had to put your name on the back of that check before you got the money, didn't you?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, I did. But you see, no one quite explained it to me the way they did." So do you get it? So the point of the story is about helping you understand the two factors to make your dreams come true. So factor number one is, are you harnessing the law of specificity? Because you see, we can have any life we want, but the law of specificity states that in order to activate our dreams and our goals, we must be clear about the life that we are designing. Because it does us no good to write a check to life that says, "Dear life, I want a good life. Please give me a happy life." Life doesn't know how to cash that check any more than a builder knows how to build a good house or a happy house. If you ask a contractor to build you a really happy house, the contractor is going to look at you and say, "Well, you gotta tell me what you mean by a happy house. You've got to describe it. You've got to give me a picture. It's called a blueprint, right? Because otherwise, they don't know what does a happy house look like, huh?" So life is delighted to cash any check you wish. But step one, you have to decide what you really want. And then you have to design it with crystal clarity. That's what we do in a strategy session. Okay. Factor number two, will you sign your name to it? When we make plans, when we make goals, when we want to build dreams, we often go to the teller of life and we ask, "Will you please give me what I want?" And in essence, life says, "Okay, I'll give you your dream, but first you put your name on the check. You put yourself, your whole self, into a vibrational match for what it is that you say you want." You got to commit to that dream. You have to commit to that goal. Put your name to the dream, and then the doors will open up for you. But what happens is that many of us reply, I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. I don't want to put my full self in. What if it doesn't work out? I want to know that it's all going to be okay. I want to know where all the pieces are going to come from, right? I want to know exactly how it's going to happen. I want to have it, and then I'll put my full self in. And then I'll put my name to it." Yeah. You see, every one of us has been given a sacred name, and that name is I am. Our sacred name, what we lay on the altar of I am, whether it's I am limited or I am free, whether it's I am capable or I am incapable, it's shaped in the thinking chamber within us. Every one of us has the power within us to shape our life through our thinking. So when we sign our name to the life that we want, and in the process we get in harmony with our dreams and with our goals, then we send a magnetic signal to the universe, at which point a strange and magnificent thing begins to happen. Something I've experienced myself. Through the harmonic laws of vibration and attraction, you'll find that resources, people, and circumstances, they all begin to show up and to conspire in helping you fulfill the life that you've designed. It's amazing when it happens, and it does happen. And as sure as the teller will give you your money after you sign the check, the universe, God, spirit, whatever you call it, it will give you your dreams once you put your name to it. So those universal laws, those practices, and those principles, they help us awaken to who we really are and to what we are capable of. And for some of us, it is far more than we have any idea. So the two questions are, what do you really want? And are you willing to sign your name to it? If you are, schedule a free Slim Down Success Accelerator session with me. The link is in the comments below. All it takes is 20 seconds of courage. I know you got this. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.